Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Persona 3 FES. Previously, we did some social link business with Yukari before heading back into Tartarus and starting the next block of this tower, Harabah, before stopping at the first pack of guardians. Today, we're gonna head back into Tartarus and take care of the first pack of guardians that lie within the tower. More specifically, in the latest block that we are currently exploring. So really more of the same stuff that we're doing in Tartarus up until now. There are 3 shadows in the middle. Be careful. And I am going into this battle with Junpei and Akihiko while keeping Mitsuru in from last time. So we're gonna head on to the center of this room and take on the first trio of guardians.
This is not just a random shadow. It seems to be guarding this area.
We dealt with these kind of enemies before, and that's not gonna stop us from ascending the tower now. Today, we're taking on the Judgement swords.
Give me a sec.
So these guys might look a little similar to some other swords we faced in the past, but I assure you, they're different than what we have seen in terms of these sword-type enemies. I want to start off with Quetzalcoatl. So these guys are level 54 and they're strong to all melee attacks and fire spells as well. But most importantly, they drain electricity, so you might wonder why I have Akihiko here since he can't use electric spells. Which means I want to send him on to conserve SP, since they drain electricity. I got Akihiko here because he also nullifies electricity, so I'll take Saul's knowing that at least one of our party members will not be inflicted with the electricity attacks if they ever decide to use such a thing in this fight, which chances are they will. And just as I said it, they did go on the offensive with a Maziodyne, at least one of them did. These guys can use heavy elect spells. They have Marakunda and Mata Rakukaja, which increases the party's attack. And they have something called Tepid Slash, which can deal 1 to 2 hits with heavy strike damage, or heavy slash damage I should say, because it has a slash in the name, so I should probably put 2 and 2 together there. So Mitsuru might be our best bet in this fight, since she still has Tenterafu, which can cause these guys to be panicked, therefore creating our chances of distributing crit attacks much easier, but I'm not really relying on her to do that too much. As a matter of fact, if I go to the tactics menu, I think the closest thing I could think of for Mitsuru to get Tenterafu off would be heal and support, but she still has Diorama, so if I do set her onto heal and support now, she'll just keep using the Diorama spells, which is something I don't want her to do. If anyone's gonna be on healing support, it's gonna be me. So that means I want to send myself to Sakimitama. Except to remind myself that it is strong to electricity attacks, so I won't take as much damage as some of the other people, i.e. just being Junpei and Mitsuru. So I'm gonna use Sakimitama's Diorama with Divine Grace in stock to get us back to full health. So I can repair any damage that we do take from these heavy Maziodyne spells. At least Mitsuru did some pretty good damage with that Mind Charge Mabufala. Ooh, and that guy nailed with that Tepid Slash. I just gotta hope these guys keep targeting Akihiko more often than not with that Maziodyne spell. Because one Tepid Slash to me could have ended me right there. I have seen some of our guys have been missing so far as well, but I think we're doing pretty good in the early stages of this fight. We have distributed a decent amount of damage on these Judgement swords, but just as I say that, they got Yamato Rakukaja out. Mitsuru did try to go for Tenterafu, but it didn't work out so well, so that's not going to be a guaranteed strategy to work, and that's kind of why I'm worried about Mitsuru being into this fight. Junpei's getting nailed with those elect spells as well. Holy cow. I think I'll dish out another Meteorama since Mitsuru is also hurting as well. So get everyone back to full health. And hopefully one of them can get some damage out. Not unless these guys keep spamming Messiotine. My goodness, I don't remember them spamming it as much as they have so far. At least Mitsuru's still going on the offensive with that Bupula. And she got taken down for that Tempest Slash. I was afraid I was going to do 2 hits instead of 1. But look at you, Akihiko. You're going on the offensive with that crit, but of course you attack the enemy that you took down because the AI is pretty dumb sometimes. Oh man, as much as I love this game, the AI can be really stupid. And the worst thing is out of your control as well, whereas later games, you do have the option to control other party members at your own will. That doesn't happen to be the case in this game, but I kinda like that challenge sometimes, to be very frank with you. Alright, I still didn't get any revival beats from the pharmacy. Yeah, I've just really neglected that so much as of late. Thankfully, I do remember that Cert has no affinity with electricity whatsoever, so I'm going to rely on its defense to prevent me from getting a lot of damage, since I'm going to use Recarm to bring Mitsuru back. Chances are these guys are plugged at use of Lazada, which means Mitsuru might go down anyways. Or they could do that. That kind of works. But that was what I was afraid of. I don't want that to happen. I hope they target Akihiko with that. Just like that. I want that to keep happening. That way we won't be able to sustain any damage whatsoever. Which helps us, of course. Okay. Yeah, we're doing a lot better than I thought in this fight, actually. One of those Judgement swords was almost down. Unfortunately, these guys do have a strong advantage against fire, so even if I use Meraki gun, it won't do that much damage. So I'm going to switch back to Sakimitama and continue playing the pseudo healer in this fight. It probably would have been wise to bring Yukari into this battle, but she is weak to electricity, so that would not have been a viable party member to bring into this battle. But I don't mind taking the role of pseudo healer in this fight. I have done it several times in this playthrough so far, so I have no qualms about having to take a backseat for everyone else in situations like this. They're bringing their attack with Mono Rakaja again. I don't like that. Okay, so now my decision is, do I heal everyone up again, or can I find a way to negate their attack boost? Because I'm positive I do have some items that can negate their buff. Yes, I do. I have Dekunda. Oh no, wait, actually it's Dekaja I'm worried about. And I might have a Persona or two that does have the Dekaja spell as well. But I think I'm gonna continue playing healer. Since we have that very strong Meteorama, I'm gonna abuse that as much as I can. That is a useful advantage for us at this point in the game. Thankfully, these guys the last few turns have been just doing nothing but Zeodynes, which can allow someone like Akihiko to go on the offensive. At least Mitsuru survived that Tempest Slash this time. Even with her great stats, Mitsuru still taking a pounding in this battle. But the trooper that she is, she's still going on, which is what I'm very grateful for. Yeah, I'll just keep playing healer, because why not? It's been working so well these last few turns, so I do not want to break the formula now. At least not until we take out one of these swords. Then I might go on the offensive, and we do have the numbers advantage even more in our favor. Which looks to be happening at any moment now. Oh, that's not what I want to happen though. Akihiko's a key factor in this battle, so I don't want him to be taken down. Okay, what to do now? I gotta hope... No, Jupi got taken down, so that's not gonna work. I think I'll go for another Meteorama again, and hopefully hope that this next turn will not be that dangerous for us, because I don't want something like that to happen. That's just the worst case scenario for us. If someone like Junpei could go on the attack, then I will not have any problem with that. Specifically on the weakest Judgment Sword. That wasn't enough to take it down though. Because it's strong to all melee attacks, that's why. If that was the case, then we would probably be dealing with one less Judgment Sword by now. I'll just keep going with dioramas, because why not? But I do want to bring Akihiko back at some point in this battle. For now, the situation is a little too dangerous for us. Thanks to Sakimitama's strong advantage against electricity though, I'm not taking as much damage, so I guess I'll have to provide as the next big wall for the time being. Whereas Junpei is just as soft as a cushion right now because he's taking so much damage from those Physiodynes. Thankfully, he was able to take down one of those Judgment Swords. No, for some reason, my paranoia is just saying no, I gotta heal even more. I just have this bad feeling that something's gonna happen, but like I said, that could be my paranoia talking. I guess I was right to be paranoid this time because Mitsuru got taken down. Great, now it's just me and Junpei again. Yeah, this seems like deja vu with Junpei and ourselves against these guardians. I think I'll put out a diorama for myself this time. Since I'm the one that was taking more damage. But I gotta get Aki and Mitsuru back into this battle at some point. Okay, Junpei's still on wobbly legs right now, but he can keep going with the fight. I think I'll switch up to Surge to take a risk here and revive Akihiko because I feel like he will be a very advantageous person to have at this stage now. Despite the numbers being in our favor, things are still doing pretty bad for us. It's just as Aki went up, he went back down, and I got shocked. Great. If one of these guys get the idea to do a melee attack, that won't provide any good news for me, but thankfully my turn came around and I was able to be healed. How many beats do I have? 2. What about beat chains? Where's those beat chains at? Do I have any beat chains? I don't think I do. I think I'm all out. Fantastic. Oh wait, no, there they are. I have 5 of them. Yeah, I think I'll use 1. I still want to get Akihiko back into this. And erase their attack. That's not good. Oh, that Tepid Slash hurt, but not as bad as I thought it would be, though. Junpei, I don't want you to miss. That's not a good thing right now. I need you in this battle. Guess I'll just get Akihiko here. I hope these two just continue to spam a Physiodyne spell. That's what I want to happen. Oh boy. Please survive, please survive. Nope, I'm dead.
It can't end like this.
I was hoping I'd survive there, but I guess fate was not very kind to me this time. We did do pretty good in the first outing though, so I feel like if luck does play in our favor in the next outing, we should be able to get through this fight. Wasn't the hardest thing in the world, but we still got an uphill battle here. Maybe I should use another Magarudyne. Well, not Magarudyne, Magaru Log. Thinking way too ahead. I think that's what I'll do. I'll take the chance and attack myself. These two are getting pretty weak right now. I can afford to take one down. Nice. It's 3-on-1. Now we've definitely got the numbers advantage. I think at this next phase, Akihiko. Nope, wasn't able to take it out. So I had a small feeling that would happen. These guys, like I said, are strong to all melee attacks. So this turn, since I'm feeling pretty comfortable with how things are going now, I will bring Junpei back and hopefully we'll get struck by a Physiodyne again. So we're calling to bring back our fallen comrade. It probably wasn't a good idea to bring Junpei into this fight, come to think of it, because these guys do have a strong advantage against fire, so he wasn't able to use fire at all. But that didn't matter, we were able to get through this fight the second time around with 3 dense rocks as our prize. Along with another precious egg. Very nice. And since we have taken care of the first pack of guardians in Harabah, we'll go back down and I guess do some more Persona fusing to close out the day. That fight didn't go too bad, to be very honest. I was not disappointed when I did fail the first time, since we did get pretty far in the first attempt. But we were able to rebound and make it through the second try around. So I'm pretty happy with how things turned out. And we did complete a request. I believe it was the one with the red shadows. Yes, it was, with the moon tablets, as she requested. You will gradually encounter stronger shadows as you ascend Tartarus. The floors that you'll be exploring next are populated with very strong monsters. Please keep this in mind. Well, since the next deadline for the next old document is actually really far away, and the entire block has been opened up to us outright, we've got plenty of time to go through Harabah, so I'm not too much of a rush to get through that block. And as promised, we are now onto the Persona Fusion portion of today's episode. So to kick things off with Succubus, Hokuto Sainkun, and Valkyrie, we can create Ku Chulen. Chulen? This is one name in particular that I've always had trouble with, so I'm not even gonna try to keep pronouncing that. But it will get a guaranteed 5 level ups, and it is of the Tower Arcana. Probably could have fused this thing a lot sooner, since I did need a tower or more tower personas for the longest time. But I can imagine that this one probably would not cost any less than Elagor would have. But it doesn't matter, I'll get a guaranteed 5 level ups as a result of us completing the Tower Social Link. You would get Masionga, Power Charge, so this probably would have been a decent power user. Like some point mid-game I would predict. But I don't really have a use for it where we're at the moment. You can survive Dark, however. I guess I'll get rid of Masionga. You don't have that many electricity attacks anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You just get a lot of physical spells. Vile Assault, heavy pierce damage. Don't have a piercing attack, do I? No, I do it. Torn Shot. Phone knockdown bonus. Yeah, sure, why not? At least that's one more for our compendium now, getting closer and closer to that 50%. That's an unusual amount of tabs we have up there right now, but it's for good reason. With Mithra, Ara, Kusi, Saki, and Nigimitama, with a Pentagon Fusion spread, we can create Daisojo of the Hierophant Arcana, and it's carrying over Divine Grace and Medea Rama, which is pretty much the reason why I wanted to select this particular set of skills. But this persona is actually needed for a request that Elizabeth has in stock for us right now. And with the 5 personas fused together, we get Daisojo. I will shield you and heal your wounds. This is one of the best light type personas you can get in this game, because it's got a particular skill that we can use to vanquish any foe that is weak to the light element, or just most enemies in general, I had to assume. It's a really strong light spell that I'm hoping we could get in this level up bunch. At level 56, it was Samasara. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yes, it is. It has a very high chance of instantly killing all foes. This is without a doubt the best light skill you can get in this game. So if you've been looking out for a light type persona, then this would be the perfect candidate for you if you're really high leveled and got a lot of money and all the personas needed to spend it on. It's got no dark too. Nice, so you won't have any weaknesses either. I might actually consider keeping this thing around for the long term. I don't need charm boost. I didn't carry any charm skills over to this, so what's the point? It does have Hama boost still reserved though, so we do have to level up a little more to get Daisojo up to that Hama boost skill, but it does have growth 3 as well, so it shouldn't take too long for us to get Daisojo's last skill. And as I mentioned, Daisojo is a request needed to complete for Elizabeth. I see that Daisojo now resides within you. It is a hard persona to come by, even through fusion. Ain't that the truth? Yet, you added it to your repertoire so easily. It seems you are quickly mastering the art of fusion. Wait a second, I'm quickly doing this now? How do you explain like the last 6 months that I've had this ability then? Was just the first 3 fusions we had was like child's play then? I guess it was, in her case. You got really high standards, don't you, Elizabeth? At any rate, we got a second space badge, which is what I'll have to look into shortly after I'm done with all this fusing stuff. Because I don't remember what it does. I'm pretty sure I do not have this persona yet, but I'm just doing this to clear out my arsenal. So with Belarus, Chulin, whatever your name is, and Kumo Kuten, we could create Yaxini of the Empress Arcana, the very first persona we have of this Arcana actually. Because we haven't found the social link that we can establish to power up the personas of this particular Arcana. But it will be helpful to have when we do get the chance to establish the Empress social link. But that's just about it right now. Other than that, it's just taking up space in the compendium, which is good enough for me. Which is something I want to actually confirm. It gives me great pleasure to announce we have over 50% of the compendium finally filled out. It only took us like 6 months in game time and God knows how many months in real life time, but I finally hit my personal goal of getting over 50% of the compendium filled out. You don't get a reward for doing that, it's just something I want to do to prepare myself for what I want to do in the future in regards to that compendium. I won't say anything right now, but I just want to say that I'm very happy that I hit my personal goal of getting over 50% of that compendium completed. And that is gonna be it for today. I am dirt poor right now, and I have cleared out the first pack of Guardians in Tartarus. That is good enough for me to accomplish for today. So next time, we're gonna exit the dark hour and return back to our normal lives to do regular boring stuff. But we do have the Kyoto trip that is coming up very, very soon. As a matter of fact, it's actually coming up sometime this week, so we have that to look forward to. But in the meantime, we'll take care of more social link stuff before then. Until we meet again, farewell for now.